Welcome back to Thunkable. In this tutorial, we are going to create an app that allows you to move a ball on your screen by tilting your phone.
Okay, this app kind of looks like a pangolin.
Of course it looks like a pangolin. On your project listing page, go to Create New App, and let's call this app App 8 Pangolin Roll. Fantastic! For this app, we are going to need a canvas for the ball to roll on. Let's go to the Drawing and Animation section and drag and drop the canvas component onto the screen. Yes, great work. Now, we want the ball to roll everywhere on the screen, so let's go to the Properties section for the canvas, and for both height and width, select Fill Parent, which will make the canvas the complete size of the screen. Fill Parent. Let's also grab a ball component over here and drag and drop it onto the screen, and we are going to increase the radius of the ball to 40, and then that can be done over here. Great, it's nice large ball. And under Sensors over here, we are going to drag and drop an orientation sensor onto the screen. Why are we doing that? Well, we will be tilting our phones to move the ball. So we are going to need to use the phone's orientation sensor, which can tell how the phone is being tilted. And that's all we need for this app. Let's block it out.
Hey Beaver, can you get me some cookies?
I don't have cookies, I have blocks. We need to tell our app that when the screen is tilted, the ball should roll in that direction. So let's start with the phone's orientation sensor. Go to the orientation sensor section and select the first block. It says when orientation sensor 1 dot orientation changed. Go ahead and take this block and put it into the blocks editor. Now, this block tells your phone that when the screen is tilted, do something. So let's tell it to move the ball. So go to the ball section over here, and first we're going to pull out a block for the ball's direction. And from before, we know that another word for direction is heading. So let's pick this block that says set ball 1 dot heading 2. So go ahead, if you found it right here, click this block and go ahead and thunk that right in. Fantastic work. So what should we set the heading to? Well, your phone's orientation sensor can tell you the ball's heading. So let's go back to the orientation sensor section, and we are going to pull out this block over here, which says orientation sensor 1 dot angle. Go ahead and thunk that into the opening. Fantastic work! Now, this combination says when you tilt your phone and you change the phone's orientation, the ball's heading, which means the ball's direction, should also change. And that's based on the angle of how you tilt your phone. And when you tilt your phone, you will also tell the ball how fast to go, what its speed should be. So let's go back to the ball blocks over here, and we're going to look for the set ball 1 dot speed 2 block. Found it? Great. Go ahead and thunk that right in under the other block. Fantastic. Now, what determines your ball's speed? The speed depends on the size of the phone's tilt. For example, if it's a steep tilt like this, the ball should be faster. But if it's a smaller tilt like this, the ball will be slower. In this case, we call the size of the phone's tilt magnitude. And magnitude can be measured by your phone's orientation sensor. So let's go to the orientation sensor and pull out the orientation sensor 1 dot magnitude block. Now, don't put this in right away, just leave it right here for a second, and I'll explain why. Your phone's measurement for how much the phone is tilted is actually quite small. What this means is that when you tilt your phone, your ball speed will be very slow. To speed this up, we can multiply what your phone thinks the tilt is. And over here, we have the math blocks. And the block we want is a multiplier block. This one over here. This will multiply the magnitude of your phone's sensor. Basically, this multiplies your phone's tilt. So go ahead and plug this block in right over here. And next you're going to grab your orientation sensor 1 dot magnitude block and thunk it into the math block. Great. Now we need to multiply the magnitude by a number. So let's go back to the math section and we're going to select this first block. This block will allow you to write a number. So thunk this block in over here. Great. And let's change that number from 0 to 100. And what this will do is multiply your phone's tilt by 100. Woof! That was a lot of thunking. So enjoy this 5-second dance party before we test out the app. Your 8th secret character is 9. Fantastic work! We only have 2 more tutorials left in our beginner app tutorial course. What will we build next? It has something to do with this. See you next time and thanks for thunking!